Hi, welcome back. This is Farhan again. I was going through my notes when I figured out that this part is actually a continuation of part 4. So I'm not going to give it the name part 5 because I will be describing gossips spreaded by the gang and very importantly, which gossip the gang feeds to who, just to make it more effective. Um, the second gossip in terms of frequency to the fake romance discussed previously is money. Well, Section 1 monitors targets spending habits very closely, especially on the first stages. This includes snooping into the grocery trolley, following Target into the shops, not to mention how the target presents his or herself. I work in IT sector where the salary is never high enough to attract any local gang with interest in money, probably because they earn maybe my 1 month salary in a day or maybe in an hour. Anyways, I grew up appreciating quality over quantity in all aspects of my life, and maybe it shows. Anyways, Section 1 could have got the attention of the local gangs for collaboration or more intense collaboration by telling the stories about my finances, local gangs having no ways to do a fact check, engage hoping to achieve an extra to Section 1's initial proposal. Oh, sorry, these background noises you hear is the local gang. They are doing fireworks. There is no celebration or anything like that. So don't worry, just to let you know. And in case you hear cars making noise, again, the same. Well, that's the part of the trick, I think. Anyways, so I got to know about these gossips thanks to my character. I I'm very outgoing and speak to anybody who wants to speak to me, especially the people I don't know. Of course, if I know people I don't like and I have some precedence about them, I might not really like to talk to them or not very much. Um, so um, there were different people, different kind of people who were commenting on my finances. And interestingly, a few of them were colleagues of mine with the same salary as myself. This is really curious. And then there were also people I had met just by accident. I will not dig deeper into details. I just tell you that I suddenly found myself surrounded by people ranged from travelers community to East Europeans and some people who look like Brazilians and of course lowest levels of local gangs. Really nice. Um, the third gossip was based on some sort of media. Um, I noticed that some people would take a device towards me. That was when I first moved to Barn. Oh, this was not a bazooka. So I was at the shopping center enjoying an ice cream. I was sitting in the open setting of the ice cream shop. A guy which I had never seen before, but I later identified as a Section 2 member, was holding a device similar to a cell phone towards me. It was the first time I saw him. I didn't think he was filming me because he was holding it in a way we usually do when checking text messages or similar. Um, until I encountered three other similar incidents while living always again in the barn. Um, one morning, I was walking to train station to go to work. A guy I had seen among stalkers was moving very slowly towards me, holding the device in the same manner. When I passed by, looked back, he had stopped, was looking in my direction with the device. Well, not very nice. The third incident happened at company's visitors parking lot, where me and my colleagues got on the shuttle bus, which took us to the train station in Lake Inn. I was walking towards the shuttle bus. A guy from section 1 was holding his device in the same way towards me until I arrived to the bus. Looked back again. I always looked back and noticed he had zoomed it on my buttocks. Reported him the next day as because I had seen him before, but never on company's premises. Um, Initially, site security told me they had uh, nobody on CCTVs. I told them that he was a stalker and I had encountered him before. Next day, the head of site security told me, "Oh, that guy's worked undergrounds." Yeah, magically, that guy was identified by site security. That was not very comforting. Anyways, and I told the site security, the head of site security, that no matter where he worked and what he did, he was one of the stalkers. And the head of site security was not really happy over my insistence. Fourth incident happened at least at the last crossword before getting home. I was waiting for the green light. I saw a guy cross the street right in front of me and zooming a device again. When I crossed the street, looked back, he got into a metallic turquoise hatchback driven by an employee of site services in the company. Uh, the question is if I was caught on video more often. Maybe. Um, were they pretending to catch me on videos? Don't think so, because once walking on the street, always in barn, some schoolboys passed by me. One of them told the others, just like whispering, but I could hear him, "This is her, the blonde girl. I'm brunette." But at that time was lighter, probably due to fresh highlights. I felt sick. Um, at the same time, remembered what my friend had told me about false media. But was it possible that somebody would really do that? That's really cruel. I felt a deep pain in my chest, and before I could pull myself together and went to talk to the boys, they were gone. So, manipulating through social media is effective in involving almost anybody because um, if a person doesn't have the expertise about the possibility of deepfake and Photoshop or whatever else these people use, then they probably believe it. And they are unfortunately the pawns and are the largest group of people involved in gang agenda. Well, if the videos were turned into compromising videos, it would show the level of technical preparedness within the gang. Adding it to their unscrupulous mind, I mean, the result would be totally devastating. Last gossip I know about was speculated based on my origin and skills. I have dual citizenship. One of my countries is in a deep social and political disaster. At fluency in 5 languages, there I was, tagged with an impressive qualification. Watch out, 007 and Stallone. I was tagged spy and terrorist. Double qualification. Well, not bad, I guess. Uh, Once a colleague looked at me, that was really interesting part. Probably thinking loudly, maybe was not even talking to me, but I think he was talking to me. Anyway, he said, "It is clear, but the question is for which country?" Oh, that was really nice. Um, I'm very much a fan of a third country apart from my 2 countries, and probably had expressed my affection towards it quite often. I cannot imagine the level of confusion I had caused. Well, anyways, had the gang created a persona for me on videos? I'm undecided about Gang's artistic potential. Are they really that good at making their productions believable, or the pawns are painfully naive? Oh, okay, sorry. The last sentences were off track. Rewind. Anyhow, the target group for the last gossip could range from civilians to local authority. Actually, quite high profile in this case. Um, Now to analyze this from my point of view, of course. Whatever gossip they spread is bound to secrecy. Uh, the target should not know about it for obvious reasons. To me, it happened that uh, because they had involved a lot of people. At some point, I started to hear different things from different people. Of course, they were just small mentions, but nobody would discuss anything openly with me. So I can imagine that it was sort of hush-hush. Anyhow, um, for me, anyways, the reason why the target should not know about it is quite obvious. Target would question each gossip, and would probably go to authorities with a valid accusation against real people with names and faces, and not just they and them. I usually did them and they when I went to the police station, so of course the police could not really do much with it. Um, a gang doesn't want clarity, definitely. Um, Another reason that comes to my mind is a target could talk to pawns with a counter-argument of themselves, probably weakening gangs' honorable hard work. And then a third would be attacking the target from different sources and positions, helps to confuse the target, lead to depression, and hopefully disability to think and act clearly. Instead, if the target knows it is about pure manipulation, he or she has good chances to pull himself herself together and make sense to themselves and to others. Um, I'm sure there are also some other reasons. Like what comes into my mind is probably pulling the situation as long as possible, um, in case the gang is not bound to a how to say a fix. amount of money or compensation. Maybe if it takes longer to get results, is going to be financially profitable for them.